I'm Kelly. I was a nurse to CEO. I'm a huge Warren Buffett fan, as you can see. I've been to Berkshire Hathaway conferences, and I'm a big fan of listening to people that have really done it well. And Warren Buffett is one of those that I don't think anyone can argue, as the Oracle of Omaha, has really done it well. So today we're going to talk about some of his top 3 ways that you can invest in yourself to better your life and career dreams. So what does investing in yourself mean? Really, that means you need to put in the time, the money, the energy, whatever you're looking at to improve your current or future life. So what are you doing with your resources, your time, your money, and your energy to improve your current future life? That's what investing in yourself means. And according to in 2017, in an interview with Warren Buffett, he says, ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. No one can take it away from what you've got in yourself, and everybody has potential that they haven't used yet. That was in May 7th of 2002 in an interview. What did he mean by that? He basically means that no matter what the inflation is, no matter what's happening in the world, no matter what the stock market's doing, no matter what your employer and your job is doing, if you invest in yourself and you get knowledge, that's what he's principally saying. If you invest in yourself and expand your knowledge, no one can take that away from you. That means that whatever it is you've learned, whatever skill you've acquired, you have that for life. And so if you invest in yourself, that is something that will always be able to improve your life and your career dreams. So what does that mean exactly? So again, he also says the key to his success is a strategy that he follows religiously. And he says he goes to bed smarter every day. He literally has said, I just get a little bit smarter each day. He has said that investing and developing your communication skills can improve your value by 50%. We've talked about this before, right? We've talked about how soft skills, in particular, how you communicate with others, will take you so much farther in life and in your career than anything else that you can learn. So he even says that will improve your value by 50%. He's also said he surrounds himself with people that bring out the best in him. So think about that. Who are you surrounding yourself with in your personal life and in your professional life? Are you getting mentors? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are bettering you, that are improving your skills, that are improving your knowledge? Are you expanding your network? Are you getting yourself out there? Doing those things and investing in yourself in that way only improves yourself. That old saying, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So make sure those 5 people that you're surrounding yourself with are improving you, are getting you better, are either smarter than you, have more talent than you, compliment you, but they aren't bringing you down. They're bringing you up. They're elevating you to the best potential that you can be. The second piece to this is, and Dr. Seuss also wrote this, they said, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. So this is an old, but still very relevant, still very important part of improving yourself is to read. Reading not only improves your communication skills, as we just discussed, and improves your literary skills, it actually helps you feel other people's emotions. It helps you understand other perspectives. It helps you read other people's emotions in the sense of when you're working with a team or you're working with a network or you're working with a group. When you read, you're starting to develop that skill of looking at it through the eyes of others, of looking at other people's perspectives. That will help you grow and learn as well, because then you're going to start to learn, how do I motivate people? How do I hold people accountable? How do I get myself to a point where I can now lead a group or I can lead an organization? It also helps you build confidence, because as you're reading, again, you're improving knowledge, which was the number one piece Warren Buffett said. Invest in yourself, in a new skill. Well, how do you do that? One way you can do that, and it's free, is to read. Reading will improve your self, period, even if that's the only thing that you do. He actually read the Intelligent Investor book by Benjamin Graham at age 11. At age 11, that's when he made his first investment. He knew he needed to learn about what is investments. And he will say he didn't do it very well back then. He kind of got it wrong. But as the Oracle of Omaha, he continued to educate himself and invest in himself to learn how to invest. And he did that by reading all of the investment books at age 11. He actually said he would spend 5 to 6 hours a day reading different newspapers, and that was in Business Insider. So that helped him grow his education. So what is it you want to grow in? What is the one area that you're like, today I'm going to read and invest myself in I'm going to invest in myself in this area. And I'm going to read this book to help me learn that, or these books or this genre to help me learn that. If you're interested in more about how to use your soft skills, we do have a video on that you can take a look at, and how that helped me in my story. But not only does reading, help you improve in your skill set, like I said, it also can help you have conversations and learn about conflict management. These are all tools that you can learn and use in your personal life and in your professional life, or in developing your kids, or in talking with your spouse, or in talking with a parent. It teaches you ways that others, as you're reading, even whether it's nonfiction or fiction, you're learning how people communicate. You're learning styles of communication, and you will internalize that and utilize that in a future way. If you're finding this helpful in any way, please give me a like and subscribe. It really helps propel my channel forward. But what else? Reading also increases your income. According to the U.S. Department of Education, 86% of people with an annual income of greater than $75,000 a year read at least one book a year. Bill Gates claims to have read over 50 books a year, according to Business Insider. Business Insider also said Oprah Winfrey has called reading her personal path to freedom. So, while reading may seem sometimes to be a chore, sometimes it may seem impossible if you're busy with your daily life doing all sorts of things, I guarantee there is time in your life where you're maybe watching Netflix, or you're maybe watching YouTube, except to educate yourself, or listen to a podcast, except to educate yourself, where reading would really benefit you in your long-term goals. And like I said, not only will it help you with your soft skills of communication, it will also help you potentially gain a greater income because you're investing in yourself. According to Basmo.app reading statistics, 88% of rich people devote 30 minutes or more each day to self-education or self-improvement reading. So what is this all telling us? Successful people read a lot. Wealthy people have been known to develop habits that improve their life. They develop habits of getting out of debt. They develop habits of exercise. They develop habits of reading. They develop habits that will improve themselves. So if the next time you want to maybe turn on that Netflix, think about the book you want to read next and the goal you want to set next. The last thing that Warren Buffett talks about, he said he built his wealth as getting out of debt. He built his wealth on getting interest to work for him instead of working to pay interest, as many Americans do. What does that mean? It means he got out of debt. He did not have, he had maybe some smart debt, but he learned to get out of debt. Basically, you got to spend less than you make, period. You do not use credit card debt. That means you can't not use credit cards, but you need to pay them off every month. And if you don't have the discipline to not pay it off every month and you're paying interest, then you can't use the credit cards. Part of investing in yourself means you need to manage your money. You need to learn how to manage your money. And this was something I had to learn. I talked in earlier stories about how I had debt to pay off my school loans. I had debt for my vehicle loans, and I had my mortgage debt. I thought those were all good, quote unquote, good debt. And there is some truth to that. If you're investing yourself in school and you're having a mortgage for a home, that is very reasonable debt. However, when you're not investing in yourself and you have, vehicle loans, credit card loans, maybe other personal loans, you're never going to gain wealth by still having those things. So I had to learn and I had to teach myself how to do those things better, frankly. And I started with getting out of debt. Dave Ramsey has some great tools, and I actually read many of his books. I kind of did the Warren Buffett thing. I read all sorts of books about what is the best way, A, to get out of debt, and B, what is the best way to invest in my future. And investing and saving, I thought were two different things. I was lucky that I had employers that had employer match for my 403b, 401k, whatever retirement plan that we had. And so I did that well, kind of not knowing anything about it though, frankly. So I made a commitment to get out of debt. I made a commitment to learn how to save and invest. Now I understand saving actually is investing. So it's not just putting money in your savings account at the bank, which I would encourage you to do. Everyone should have 3 to 6 months of an emergency cash fund as well. And that would be part of that getting out of debt process. But saving is also mainly putting it into investments, putting it into accounts that make sense. And you can have an advisor work with you on that to build your wealth in the future. So money and gaining wealth is not fancy. And he will be the first one that says this. It's actually easy and simple. It may not be easy from a discipline standpoint, but it really is simple, and it should be simple. You should be able to understand it, and you start to learn that process. It's the long-term game. It's not the short, fancy, get-rich-quick schemes. Utilize your work retirement programs if you're not sure how to start. Most employers have a retirement plan, and if they don't, there are outside companies that can help you start this process. And start with whatever the match. I would encourage you, if you have an employer match, to start with whatever the employer match is. And then if you can go more, that would be great, but do it 1% each year. If that's all you can do, if you really feel very overwhelmed in having a retirement plan, if you haven't started yet, then go 1% each year. If you're already in a retirement plan, I would again go 1% each year with a goal of being 25%. Really, in my school of thumb and what I have read is the best to improve your life from a financial standpoint is 50% of your salary goes towards your needs, your essentials. 25% of your income should go towards your wants, your cell phones, your different things like that. And the other 25% is in savings. And that is a combination of investments. That's a combination of maybe you have a health savings account, all those things that help you achieve your long-term financial goals. I know that can be challenging at first, especially if you are in debt and you don't have an emergency fund and you don't have some of those basic steps. So here's what I would suggest you do. I was there back when I was out of college. So I understand. So what you need to do is you need to follow, a plan, whether it's Dave Ramsey or there are other resources out there that help you. Just think of one habit you're going to change, just one. Make it small, make it achievable, make it a SMART goal. If you're not sure what a SMART goal is, I do have a video that talks about that. So please go back and watch that. But make the habit that you want to form that's going to improve your life so small that you can't help but achieve it. And then you can get some of the same. Now, while we all won't have the same success that Warren Buffett had, we can have our own journey. We can have our own success. You can have your own success. If you found this helpful, please give me a like and subscribe. If you have some comments about what you have done to improve your life or what goal are you going to set for next year, please comment below and we'll talk about that. Thanks, and we'll talk soon.